Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Patreon video. Super excited to be here. I know exactly what you're thinking. Where's Amanda? That's a question I get asked every time I'm in Disneyland. I'm not with Amanda. People want to know where Amanda is. Amanda actually is out tonight. She is not feeling very well. She has had a cold the last couple days, and it's really just taken over, and she has been in a coughing fit and not feeling very good. So she is just resting, and I thought I will do the Sunday video so that way she can just keep resting. And I know you guys are probably pretty bummed about that, but you know what? A little Chris in your life. Whatever, have a little bit of that. So let's get into the Sunday questions. We got quite a few questions here, and we love that. So we got some brand new Patreons. Before we get started, let me just go ahead and say, hi, my name is Chris. And I'm Chris Provost of Provost Park Pass. And normally Amanda sits right here or right here. We're going to switch around chairs, whichever chair she wants to sit in that day. And she's normally answers questions too, but she is out. So it's just me. And we answer whatever questions you put out there. You want to ask us anything you want, we will go ahead and answer all those questions. And usually Amanda prepares and reads the questions in advance. I usually just go off the cuff. So let's go off of this. See, I haven't read these yet. So we're gonna go into them, jump into them, and you can ask us anything. It doesn't have to be Disney related. You can ask us anything about like homework, existential crisis questions, Disneyland food, whatever you want to ask us, and we'll try our best to answer those questions. All right, first question, Sarah Fulton. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Let's see what you got here, Sarah. So, Amanda. Nice, Sarah. Great. Way to kill the mood, Sarah. All right, great. Well, let's go for it. So, Amanda, what are you going to ride next? Ride when Indy goes down for the refurb next year? And are you excited about the new bridge they're putting in the ride? Sounds like the ride is getting more and much needed love. So, yeah, Amanda and I've talked about this. She's excited about Indiana Jones. She doesn't want to be closed very long. She's excited to see what they're going to do. But her go-to ride, her two favorite rides, if she doesn't get Indiana Jones, her second favorite ride is Casey Jr.'s Train. So that'll probably be her go-to ride. Her thrill ride, though, if she can't do that, would be Hyperspace Mountain. She loves Hyperspace Mountain. It's true. The first time she went on it was Star Wars because she loves Star Wars. She loves Star Wars. Specifically, she loves Darth Vader. We all know this. I mean, she loves Darth Vader. And the first time she rode Hyperspace Mountain, she started to cry because she loved it so much. It's true story. So, great question, Sarah. Excellent question. All right, next question is from Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Andrew, you're doing a fantastic job with the newsletter. If you guys haven't signed up, you go sign up for the newsletter. It is awesome, and Andrew does all of that. Andrew, Sunday question. I don't know if you guys are big fans of the Muppets. I am, yes. In fact, I haven't read your question yet, so I get distracted so easily. If Amanda's not here, it literally is going off the rails. I don't know if you guys are a big fan of the Muppets, but someone made a fake movie poster of the Muppets doing their own version of The Princess Bride. It made me wonder, what classic movie would you like to see a Disney remake with the Muppets? My idea was to have a Muppet version of A Wonderful Life with Kermit as George Bailey, Fuzzy as the Angel, Clarence and Sattler, and Waldorf as Mr. Potter. What about you guys? If a Muppet were to remake any movie, what would it be? Wow, that's a great question. And there's a poster they're talking about. Check it out. The Muppets doing The Princess Bride. I think you guys can see that there. Just so you know that the very first day Disney Plus opened, one of the first things I watched was Muppet movie. And I introduced it to Miles, and we got to watch it together. And he liked it. So I was super happy about that, and I thought that was great. So Miles loved the Muppet movie. I love the Muppets. I love the Muppets. What movie would I have the Muppets remake? Probably John Wick. I'd have Ralph the dog to be John Wick. No, that's not true. Well, not at all. Boy, that's a great question. I can tell you one of my favorite movies is 12 Angry Men, the 1950s black and white version. They could do that with Muppets real easy because it's just set in one room. They're just discussing and talking. So that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Or maybe Indiana Jones. That would be good. Who would be Indy? Would Kermit be Indy? Kermit would probably have to be Indy. So there you go. All right, I love the questions. All right, Christina. Hey, Christina, how's it going? Okay, Christina, Sunday question. With Christmas, my favorite holiday, quickly approaching, that I did that quote because that's what she did. That was not me. That's not me talking, it's Christina. Quickly approaching, I figure it would be fun to ask, what is your favorite Christmas song? Oh, that's a good one. I know what it is. It's Silver Bells. The silver bells, da 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 da. Silver bells, da 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 da. It's Christmas time in the city. I love that. So when I was a little kid, and that song would come on the radio. I loved it so much. It just makes me feel like that's a Christmas time. I like, 'cause I can visualize them, people, the bustle, hustle and bustle in the crowds and running home with their treasures. I just love that song. So that's a great question. Number 2, what Christmas song can't you stand? Oh, this might be controversial, and I don't mean to be. I try never to be too controversial. But there's that song, I don't like country. I'm so sorry. But there's that one song, I think it was Mary, Did You Know? I just do not like that song at all. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't even know who sings it. But that is one of the few songs that when it comes on, I like turn it off. I do like the Muppets version of the 12 Days of Christmas when Miss Piggy's doing 5 golden rings. That's really funny. So yeah, that's a good one too. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Oh! Okay. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It is. So just so you guys know, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't know if you guys know that, but it is up there. But I think the greatest Christmas movie of all time is Christmas Story. It's so good and so well crafted that I love that movie. And anytime I turn it on, if it's on, it'll catch my attention. Like, oh, I want to watch it. I love Christmas Story. I also a really soft spot for Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. I think that's a funny movie, and it's still funny today. I love that at the very end, the family's all together and sitting on the table, and they ask, like, the aunt, I can't remember her name, like Aunt Marla, whatever. They're asking her to say a prayer, and she ends up doing the Pledge of Allegiance and stands up and starts singing, and so then other people, they don't know what to do. I just think it's so funny. Okay, that is great. Fiona, here's your question, Fiona. We would love an experience of Davy Crockett canoes. Yes, you need to. I know they're weather dependent and seasonal. Mm-hmm. Do you think they'll be running the first week of December? If they are, it'll only be on the weekends. During the seasonal time, they'll only run the canoes on the weekends. So hopefully they're running on the weekends. They should be, but just on the weekends. Have you been canoe kayaking in real life outside Disney? Yes, I was actually a certified river guide, if you can believe that. I was certified and take people down rivers. So yes, I have been. I like water. I love water sports. I love it. Do you think it's worthwhile getting dining attraction packages? That's a really good question. I'm gonna say it depends. Yes, I mean, like, it depends on how you like to spend your time in Disneyland. Because they take some time, and you're gonna go eat dinner, and then you could do like the World of Color. You could get, not the World, Fantasmic. You can get a dinner at the Hungry Bear thing, and then they'll give you dinner, and then they sit down and get nice seats for those attractions, which is nice to get those nice seats. But a lot of people don't want to waste their time. I shouldn't use the word waste. They don't want to spend their time doing that. It takes a lot of time. I think it's fun. I love it. So if you don't mind spending the time doing that, then yeah, absolutely do it. Great question. Mad Hatter. Hello, Ray. Disney Plus. What show movie do you enjoy most on Disney Plus? For me, it's Mandalorian and Imagineering Story. Okay. I've watched the first episode of Mandalorian and I loved it. And I am having a really hard time with this because I just want to binge them all. So I'm kind of trying to hold off on it so I can just kind of binge a couple episodes. Because I heard like the next one, episode 2 is like only like 25 minutes long. It's not even enough to satisfy me. So I just want to binge them all. But I love Mandalorian. It was great. And then you talk about, you said Mandalorian and Imagineering Story. I have not watched Imagineering Story. Everybody says I need to watch it and it's going to be great. Cameron Gregg says it's awesome. And I am going to watch it. I'm a little nervous. This is me opening up my heart to you guys. I'm a little nervous to watch it because I'm wondering, I'm like, it's going to be so good. I'm going to look at our stuff and like, what are we doing on Pearls Park Pass? This is the real stuff. So I'm a little nervous to watch it, but I heard it's amazing. So yeah, I heard it's absolutely amazing. Hey, all right, next question is from Courtney Moore. Hello, my mom is a cast member. That's right, your mom was a cast member. I think it was back in 83-ish. I can't remember. I think we talked about that, right? Chris, I want you to know what my mom did as a cast member did in 1983. Yeah, there we go. She was actually characters in a parade. No, she's a performer. That's awesome. So the parade that year was Flights of Fantasy because of the rededication of Fantasyland that summer. Oh yeah, that would have been a huge. So for those cast members, patrons, in 1983 they redid all of Fantasyland. It was a massive, massive overhaul. As you go to Fantasyland now, it's as it was dedicated like that in 1983. It was completely redone, and they did a huge ceremony and reopened it. And I actually lowered the drawbridge, and sometimes they did a parade for that. The Flights Fantasy Parade. Because of its rededication, Fantasyland that summer is the parade. She was a penguin. That's awesome for Mary Poppins, which is our favorite character to play. She also did a Christmas parade that year, and she's a little snowman that is still in the parade today. I know what those snowmen are. They walk around. I know exactly they are. Some other characters she played were Tweedledee and Tweedledum and a card from Alice in Wonderland, even though she only did it for a year. It's cool to hear her talk about time as a cast member. I love that. I think that's awesome. I think that's great to use Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That is so much fun. I think that's awesome. And I know exactly what snowmen are that you're talking about. So that was awesome. It wasn't really, I think that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Okay. Next up, Austin. Austin! All right, Austin. What's your favorite music movie? Mine is a toss-up between SLC Punk and Walk Hard. I love to hear other people's questions as well. Comment below. Yes. And then Christina's like, does The Greatest Showman count? Absolutely counts. What is my favorite music video movie? That's a great one. Well, I think the greatest musical that was ever made is Singing in the Rain. And I do like Singing in the Rain, and I just actually showed that to Miles the other day. We watched some clips of that. He enjoyed that too. I like Singing in the Rain. I think that's a great musical. I also liked Moulin Rouge a lot. When Moulin Rouge was really popular, I thought that was great. I've never seen The Greatest Showman, so I don't know about that. I've seen SLC Punk. I think it's a great movie. And Walk the Line. I like the Walk the Line story. But I'm going to have to go with Singing in the Rain. I think it's just so well done. Some interesting facts about Singing in the Rain, though, is Debbie Reynolds. She was the girl. She's I can't remember the character's name. She was the girl, and she was only 19 years old and didn't really have any dancing practice. And she was a gymnast, and she got this part, and she worked so hard. And it was very difficult for her. And that one scene where they did that, good morning, we talked the whole night through, good morning to you and you and you and you. That took I think like 40 takes for them to do that particular one. And she was wearing high heels, and the floor was very hard. And when they finally got the last take of it, flipping over the couch and all that, her ankles are so bruised that they ended up having to carry her to her dressing room because she couldn't even walk anymore. So it was like hardcore dedication back then and all that dancing. And that was it Danny Kaye did that when he ran up it's like make him laugh. Yeah, that was like a really, really extensive. Here's another trivia about that is when he did that scene, he was smoking a lot, 4 packs a day. And it took everything out of him. He did that whole thing, and we got done. And they came back 3 days later, and he was exhausted. And he came back 3 days later, and they told him that the aperture in the camera was wrong, and if the film got fog on it, so they had to refilm it. And when he did it the second time, when he was completely done, they had to take him to the hospital for exhaustion for 3 days. So yeah, I think you could IMDb that. Checking my trivia on that on the Singing in the Rain. Pretty sure that is accurate. So, and I've been talking so long, I lost the questions. So I got to enter in Amanda's code because she does the questions. So, great question, Austin. I love that. And there's a lot, I mean, I do like music videos. I do. Makia! All right, Makia, what is your question? When do you think the northbound Zacks and the southbound Zacks began their trip? Do you think they followed the magnetic poles or true north and south? If they hadn't ran into each other, what do you believe would have happened to them when they reached the absolute north or south? That's a fantastic question. That's what Dr. Seuss, the northbound Zacks and the southbound Zacks. I think that was on the magnetic poles. That would make more sense. Is what they were walking, because in that way they would be completely opposite. That's what I think. And I think when I end the story, it's been so long. Did they get stopped? They run into each other, and then they're so stubborn they won't move. And so they end up building a city around in the cars and everything like that. What do you think would have happened if they had not ran into each other and they would have got to their destination of the North and South Pole? I think they probably would establish residency at that point, and they probably would have ran for mayor of the South Pole Zacks. but there is, you can do South Pole. The North Pole, there is no North Pole, sorry. And he would be out in the water. I don't know. So, yeah. Okay, that's a great question. Dr. Seuss reference. Wow, that was awesome. That's a really good question. I don't really know what they would have done. Maybe they were predestined to run into each other so that it could show. That way is a good object lesson for children to learn that you shouldn't always be stubborn. So you don't always have to have your way. I don't know. That's a great question. All right, Kelsey Berto. All right. I see there's a perk for the Pro Plus and Beyond members get to vote on video. You do. Yes, we can expect the next poll. Absolutely. We haven't done a poll in a while because we've been so sidetracked with projects, like doing the Halloween time is so busy that we don't really have time to vote on those because we have to do the Halloween videos during Halloween time. Yeah, we can throw up a poll here, and we'll go down, and whichever poll, I'll put Amanda up, and she can do some stuff for Christmas, and you guys can vote on it. How's that sound? That's great. Absolutely wonderful. Easy to do that. Allie Williams. Okay, Allie, what show movie are you most excited to watch on Disney Plus? Or maybe you've already watched it. My favorite is definitely The Imaginary Story. And Courtney Moore is like, yes, I 100% agree. Right. I have not, I gotta watch it. Now I'm really gonna watch it. I'm a little nervous to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it. I heard it's really good. Even Cameron Gregg was like telling me how good it was. So I will go and watch it. I didn't answer your question. What are you most excited to watch in Disney? What am I most excited to watch in Disney? It was probably The Mandalorian was what I'm most excited to. And there was some other stuff that they haven't released yet that I was excited for. And I'm trying to blink on it. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. It'll come to me sometime. But yeah, so I'm excited. I was actually kind of excited about The Simpsons. I haven't watched the episodes. I was a big Simpsons fan back in the day, but I haven't watched it in years. So yeah. I watched The Black Hole. The old Disney movie from like 1978 or whatever, like this Black Hole movie, and it was terrible. And I don't understand the ending. I do not, and I feel like I'm an intelligent person, but I did not understand the ending of the video at all. They end up, spoilers, skip ahead to whatever. You'll see me, if you're dragging your finger on this to speed up, so you want any spoilers for The Black Hole. I mean, I think there's a time thing here. It's 30 years, right? Or what, 89, 90, yeah, 40 years? Is that what it is? Wow. I think we can do spoilers, but if you want to go ahead, when I do this, that means I'm done spoiling this movie. They go in the black hole. Okay, and they go in the black hole, and then it shows like the robot, and they're like stuck in the black hole, and then the crew is on the spaceship, and they're I think they go through like a glass door, and I don't know if that's time travel or that's a portal through the black hole. I don't even get it. Literally did not understand it, and I was like, and it's not that great. I did like their guns because you shoot and it has guns at the bottom, top, and bottom. And I like the little robots. There's a robot called Vincent and one called Bob. I thought they were pretty cool, but I don't know. So maybe what you guys should do is just go and screen ahead to the end of the black hole, watch the last 10 minutes, and tell me what the freak is going on. Because I have no idea. In fact, that's what I want. That's your homework. Watch a black hole and tell me what the freak is going on in that movie, because I don't know. Welcome back. All right. Okay. Victoria Martin. All right, hey, Victoria. What are your favorite Thanksgiving dishes? I'm sorry, Victoria. I have to go back because I never really answered that question. What I was most excited for. That Allie, I got distracted by the black hole thing. I don't know. I love them all. I like all the things that are coming out in Disney. I think it's wonderful. So that's what I'm most excited for. Just all of it. The older movies, I think I'm really excited that they open them up. I'm excited to show Miles things like, when he gets a little older, like bed knobs and broomsticks and things like that he just would never have an opportunity to see. So that's all I'll say. All right, now back to you, Victoria. This is why we need Amanda here, guys. This is just a train wreck. Train wreck. All right, Victoria, what are your favorite Thanksgiving dishes? Are there any Thanksgiving traditions you're looking forward to? My favorite Thanksgiving dishes, I'm a big pie guy. I do like fresh pumpkin pie. I love it. I love turkey. I'm curious what you guys are. I am a dark meat guy. I love dark meat. Some people are more like a light meat. The reason I think I like dark meat is because if somebody cooks a turkey and they don't do a very good job, the light meat's usually very dry, but the dark meat's always pretty good. But if they do a good job, then the light meat's still pretty good. But I would have to say dark meat on the turkey is my favorite, and pumpkin pie. And those are one of the things I always look forward to. I love that. What traditions do we have? So we rotate. So every other year we spend one with Thanksgiving with Amanda's family. Then the next year we spend it with my family. So we try to rotate, spend it different years doing different things. This year we were with Amanda's family, and so I think it's a fun tradition and it's kind of a good compromise because you have to do that when you're in a relationship. You have to spend time equally with both families. So that'd be a tradition. We do play a lot of games. A board game crazy on usually like the night before, like on Wednesday night, all the families together Wednesday night, and we'll play lots of games. And then like on Thursday night, we'll play a lot of games again. That's something I do enjoy that. Okay. The Meadow family. Here's the Meadow family. Hi, Meadow family. Adele and I grew up in England. Awesome. And then shortly after getting married, moved to Canada. Awesome. And with a suitcase each and optimism of our mid-20s. Craig, you are awesome. That is amazing. I love that. I love that you guys moved from England to Canada. That's interesting to me that you guys did that. I'd love to hear more what made you guys decide to do that because I love England. So, and Canada's great too. Don't make it sound like I don't like Canada because I like Canada. Okay. So our question is, what crazy choices did you make in your 20s? And what country would you move to? Canada? I would probably, if I could move to any country, and we're talking like no language barrier, and I didn't have a language barrier, I would probably move to a Scandinavian country. I really am fascinated with Finland. I'd love to go to Finland, Sweden. I love Norway, Denmark. I would love to live there. England, I'd love to live there. Even Japan, maybe. Maybe it's too crowded, but I probably would like it. That would be awesome. What did I do crazy in my 20s? This all comes back. It's all circle, guys. Remember I told you I like water sports? I remember one time I was reading in a magazine about, and in this magazine, it said they're looking for water ski instructors at an all-girls Jewish girls camp. And it was in Maine, by Poland, Maine. And so I sent out my applications and I got hired as a water ski instructor. And I drove out there and won the whole summer when I was in my mid-20s. And it was super fun. It was way fun summer. And I taught girls how to water ski. And then when they were water skiing, I water skied a lot. And there's like only like 40 guy counselors. I think there's like 220 like girl counselors. So that was a lot of fun. So that was great. VP. Hey, VP. Vern P. I was watching The Imaginary Story. I've got to watch this now. I feel way out of it. And I had a thought, do some of the old Imagineers have lifetime access like Bob Gurr? Yeah, absolutely do. They actually get distinguished employees. They get it's like a silver card, and it allows them lifetime benefits to Disney, and they can go whenever they want. And yes, Bob Gurr will for sure have access to whatever he wants at Disneyland. Same with like Tony Baxter. Even people who aren't as prolific as them, I've seen it. There was like a janitor I met that was like did a custodial service for like 35 years and he finally retired, and they gave him lifetime benefit. He had a card, he showed it to me. So yes, they do get pretty much unfettered and unrestricted access to Disneyland, which is really great. Like I know like when Tony Baxter goes, like when he rides like Star Tours, they just cleared out for him as friends and family, so they don't have to be in there with everybody else, which I would think that is awesome. And whoa, that is all our Sunday questions. I did it all by myself. It's been a long time since I've done a solo one. So, I mean, how did you guys feel? I mean, maybe we should have Amanda do one. You know who hasn't done one is Thumbnail Dave. We should probably get him to do one solo. I think that'd be great. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. And I want you guys to watch The Black Hole and tell me what the freak that is about. And also, do you like light meat or dark meat better? And Jar, this one's for you. One more. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you later. And okay, bye. Have a magical week.